Okay.
Alright, y'all say it.
Welcome back to Refuge.
That's pretty good. Toby, you try it.
Welcome back to Refuge Farm.
I like that pretty good. So, I got my crew with me. We're gonna go take care of a few tasks. One of the things we're gonna do is we've still got some things happening with our well system and the watering of the animals and the garden. There's some issues with the water that we're getting out of the well, and so we'll talk about that. We've got a new hose to go distribute to the ducks. Y'all are pushing my head. You're snuggling me. And it's hot and sweaty. And Toby's disappearing. Also, we've got some straw we're going to distribute in for bedding on the chickens and in the goats. And then we've got about 6 bags of feed that we got to put out. It's layer pellets and the horse feed.
I don't use this hay for the alpacas.
It's straw, not hay.
Yeah, I don't use it for the
No,
alpacas.
it's not for the alpacas. It's for the chickens and for the goat barn.
Wait, what? Oh, chickens don't eat.
It's that way the goats don't have to lay down on muddy.
Do chickens eat hay?
Do chickens eat what?
Do chickens eat hay?
Do they eat hay? I think they can, yeah.
But
I don't think that's what their first choice is.
Yeah.
It's almost like you. It's like your first choice would be pizza.
Yeah.
But sometimes you eat vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, for Ben, that's not really true. Toby, I guess that's really you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ben, you like lots of vegetables, don't you?
I love pizza more. Pizza's my first. I get it now.
No. All right, let's go do some work. You want to do some work?
Yeah.
All right, let's go do some work. So quick update on the well stuff that I was talking about. As you can see, this is the goat watering trough. We just filled this up and it's kind of murky. Part of that's because there's just a little bit of buildup on the trough, and part of it's because the water is not completely clear.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes it actually comes out more murky than that and a little bit more rusted color, kind of brownish. And that was a concern to us. We're not actually drinking the well water. Our house is still on city water, and so we're fine there. But we were concerned about the animals, and so we did some research, and it looks like it's a heavy iron deposit and some other stuff in there, and that's not good for the goats or the alpacas. And so we've actually had to invest a little bit more money on some equipment. So I gotta shut the gate or the goats are going to come running out. Anyways, we invested some money and another piece of equipment for the well house, and essentially it's a filter system. I'll just show you what we got and explain real quick how it's gonna work. All right, here's what we got. First, this is a heavy sediment. This. Okay, so there's the water flows with the arrow. So essentially, this has like a 50 micron filter in there, and it's going to filter out any of like the major debris, so dirt and things like that, any heavy sediments that are real big, not micro stuff. And then when it fills up, you see it start to build up at the bottom. You just got this little flush valve right here that my pinky's touching, and you'll just flip that and it flushes everything out. Every so often it comes with a tool. You can crank off this glass piece and clean the microfilter, and so that's going to help get all the major stuff out. Hey robot, I need that back. The second thing we got was this right here. It's going to come in this side, filter through this, and come out this side. And essentially we're going to cut that line, mount this back here, and then connect it back up to the main feed line. Now on the left side of that blue filter is a charcoal filter. On the right side is a carbon filter, and that's technically it's listed as an entire, like a full house filtration system. There was 2 other optional things. One was a water softener and one was a UV sterilizer or something like that. And we don't need any of that because like I said, this is not going to be feeding our house, and honestly I don't know necessarily that you need any of that unless you've tested your water and someone more professional than me recommends it. For our purposes, just getting out the heavy sediments and the discoloration is what we're going for. So this should work for us pretty well, and it should get our water quality to where we want it for the farm, for watering and for consumption for the animals. Come on boys, I'm going. Let's go put this hose out with the ducks and give them some fresh water also. Come on, crazies. You coming, Toby?
He's not following me.
Just tell him to come on. Come on, Gabe. Alright, let's just close the gate. Alright, move on. So we had a little piece of hose attached to this hydrant, and the hose broke and it's not quite long enough. So I spent 20 bucks getting this thing so it's easier to refresh the duck pool. Here, Ben, hold the camera. It's filming, so keep it pointed at me. Stretch this out. Alright, Toby. Turn it on. Full blast. Alright, so when we're done filling this up, we're going to go and give the pigs some water to wallow in for the day. And then we're going to go distribute the feed, okay? And put out some straw.
Spray around and get some mud?
No, you don't want to spray it around. Really just want to keep it in the areas that they're already starting to dig out, because it'll fill up and then that'll give them some good muzzles.
Right there?
Yeah, we can do that, fill those up.
Can I fill this?
No, Ben asked first. Maybe you can fill one up and he can fill one up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, is that what you're saying? That's teamwork. And teamwork makes the... Leave it alone, buddy. Hands off.
Daddy.
So my wallow back there, see it?
Look outside.
That's the wallow, that hole. Fill that up every day. And then it also, they've got these little holes kind of, you know, spaced around that will fill up. And then they get to roll around in the mud. So this basically redirects the creek. I'll go and show you where it redirects at. Let's see. Up here. So the original creek comes down through here, and then it used to go down that way and cross. And so I diverted it, and now it goes down this way. Which I did that because right there at that post, to right there at that post, that's the pig fence. And so this is going to run the watering hole just inside of the pig yard, which honestly, once they get in here, they'll probably start, especially after we have kids, litters or whatever. I don't know exactly what pig babies are called. But anyways, once the pigs have babies, they'll probably end up widening this out and kind of compacting it down with all their wallowing and stuff. But essentially, as it fills up, it runs off and cuts back across in the new part right down there and runs out the back of the property there. And that is my first attempt at doing any kind of like water redirection slash, you know, watering hole pond construction. I think it turned out pretty well, because that's a lot of water and it looks fairly clean, and I think it'll be good for the animals. Another good thing is that there's a section that's pretty deep on the goat side and alpaca side that they can drink out of, and they will be safe from any contamination from the pigs, because the pigs will be on the other side. And so they're, you know, whatever the alpacas and the goats are drinking on that side of the creek will not be affected by what the pigs are doing. So, looks like a win-win for me. Hey, Tobin, go.
What?
Where you at?
What's behind me?
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Hey, over here. I'm gonna come down on your level. Alright, so don't look at the screen. You gotta look right here. YouTube 101, brother. And then you got me looking at the screen. Oh my goodness. We gotta work on this. Alright, so now we're gonna go. Hey, you can look at me. Let's have a conversation. Let's make sure. Okay, we're good. Alright, so now we're gonna go distribute straw and unload feed.
And then we're going, and then the video's done?
Maybe. Alright, let's go. Is it cool having more chickens now?
Kind of.
Kind of? Yeah, I think it's cool. I like having a big flock of chickens. I don't think we have any eggs. Oh man.
See?
One of the hens is an egg pecker. She's been eating an egg a day. So we're gonna have to figure out who's doing it and train them to stop. Just in case any of you all were wondering why we have that massive ditch in front of the house, that in a previous video we were driving the four-wheeler across on these boards, is because since we moved here we've had a lot of issues with drainage. This particular part I'm standing on stays pretty saturated until about this time every year when it gets so hot that it eventually just evaporates out. But other than that, this usually stays pretty muddy. Behind me, when they put in the new street, they raised it up about 12 inches by putting all the new asphalt on and things like that. And that's caused a lot more water to come down our driveway and down this slope. And there's a couple other issues. The two things that we were trying to do to solve the problem is the county's supposed to be putting in a culvert up there. That was like 4 months ago, and I call about once a week, and still waiting for that to happen. So hopefully that happens soon, and that'll help divert a lot of water. Another thing we're doing is we're doing a French drain system kind of thing right here in this ditch that we dug out. So I should be ordering some gravel here soon, and me and Ben trying to get in there and do some French drain stuff. And basically what that's going to do is going to grab all the water from in front of the garage and send it around the house and out towards where the chicken coop is. That's what the ditch is for. Is to once and for all eliminate water getting into our house from underneath the garage door, which on heavy rain days happens every single time. And then I'm stuck shop vacuuming and mopping to fix it. So the last time it happened was about a week and a half ago, and I got fed up, and the next day I came out the track hoe and dug the ditch and said I'm fixing this finally. I'm not gonna put it off anymore. Hey,
yeah,
take those eggs inside and shut the front door for me, and come back out and we'll do some more work. All right guys, we're gonna get to work on unloading, distributing this feed, putting some straw out, and then I've got to throw my bee suit on and double check my bees. You wanna go with me?
Yeah, can I wear my bee suit?
Yeah, you can wear your bee suit.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for today, guys. It was awesome hanging out with you.
Oh, that's Lauren.
Yeah, that's Lauren. And we'll catch you guys in the next one, right? Until next time.
Until next time.
Say it.
We'll see you until next time.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Give me a hug. Thanks for working. All right.
All right.
Go play with your brothers. I know you want to.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. We bless you. Until next time.